We're still in good frame, right?
And I'm looking that way, or
yeah, just
or
look ready. Just whatever's natural. I don't really know.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no idea either what looks better. I mean, because technically we're having a conversation, but it's being recorded.
Okay.
All right. So blah 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 blah. Boop. All right. How you doing, Mr. Joe?
Good. How are you today?
I'm doing good. And hey guys, of course, it's Frigerator again. Now today I'm here at the NRA National Meeting, the annual meeting here in Atlanta. So I had to come through and represent for the city. And who I have here is Mr. Joe with SRC Tactical. Of course, wash your drawers. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to talk about that. Matter of fact, can you hand me a pair of those? Cool, right? So these look just like mine, but a little bit more tiny.
That's right.
But of course, we're here with this. Tell me what do you consider this? Like, is it tactical underwear? Is it?
What I actually endorse it is a concealed carry boxer brief. So the whole purpose of this is to give people the ability to carry, but not have that discomfort that goes along with carrying.
Oh yes.
And that's how we actually developed the product, was out of necessity, because when you sit down and your gun wants to poke you in the belly and poke you in the leg, or if you're standing all day, you want to be comfortable.
Right.
And so that's how this was developed. We have the little V, I call it the bunny ears. That's essentially a patent pending development that we came up with, essentially to give you access to your firearm without getting in the way.
Right, because if you had that extra padding here, it could kind of...
In theory, yeah. So we tried to make it very convenient, very easy to use. You wash it, wear just like any other clothing item. You put on your clothes just like normal everyday carry clothing.
Right.
And then, of course, the holster goes in your... most people are doing the inside the waistband.
Inside the waistband, yeah.
Inside the waistband, and you are set to go.
Right.
So simplicity was part of the process.
Right, and then one thing I did notice, when I washed them, I did just wash them with my regular clothes, and like you told me, I air dry.
Yeah, just hopefully get some longevity out of it that you might not. In theory, you can dry them, but
right. Just take extra care, because it is a product that you want to get the extra life out of.
And it is a high-end product, because it's not as cheap as some underwear you can find in the market, obviously. But so we want to have it last as long as we can. Yep.
Right. Yeah, and I didn't wring it out or anything like that. So I'm one of those people. I don't always read the instructions, but the more expensive something is, when it comes to the care of it and the maintenance of it, I definitely keep that. And so these were very comfortable. Just, forget the pad, right? Like, they were just boxer briefs. I'm a boxer brief guy, if it makes any difference to anybody. And so they were very comfortable.
Good.
And I know we were talking about the size of it.
Yes.
The 2X, it was still very comfortable. It wasn't so tight that it was like too little. Right,
yes,
so it still had enough, and with the boxer briefs, you want a little bit, you kind of get this like elasticy material, so it wasn't overstretched. For me, I actually wore them going to a range day.
Okay.
So the range day was about an hour and a half drive from my house. First thing I noticed, as soon as I sit in the car, like, it's already, padding the side of my hip.
Yeah.
Because I wear, on my hip here. So especially pay attention to your placement, right? So for me, sometimes I'm a little bit more 4 o'clock, sometimes I'm more 3 o'clock. Definitely want to be, kind of take the time to kind of get it lined up.
Get it where,
yeah. But once I did, it was very comfortable. I wore them hour and a half drive out there, got there at 9, didn't leave till after 3, hour and a half drive back home, sweaty outside in the Georgia heat. We get a little warm here in Georgia.
It's a little warm, yes.
Right, but, they were, from a performance underwear standpoint, they were exactly what I expected in that sense.
Good.
Then you add the padding. One thing I noticed, even though I'm a very sweaty guy, right? So even as I was sweating throughout the day, this didn't become like soaked or saturated, where it was just like, like this bit wet pad on the side of my hips. So.
Right, yeah. So that was one of the things that we were, when we developed this, we wanted to make sure we had a product that, and that's why it's the bamboo and spandex blend.
Okay.
It is for comfort, doesn't have a moisture wicking in theory, but it is antibacterial.
And it's breathable. It's a little bit breathable.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And then same with the padding. It's high endurance padding with the jersey cloth, they call it.
Right.
And so it's supposed to be very comfortable. And that's what we find is very enduring about the product. Is
Yeah,
that,
yeah. And so the only thing I haven't had the opportunity to do was actually do some live fire drawing from it. That's because I go to a lot of indoor ranges, and at that range day, it was so much stuff to shoot. It wasn't even like a training. We were just kind of having fun. So that's my next thing, is to just kind of see how it lasts longevity wise after I wash it a few more times, after I kind of sweat it in a few more times. And other than that, just getting used to kind of having this extra above my waistline.
Right.
And for me, I got a little bit of a roll here, so it just took a little bit of kind of getting used to,
right?
To just like anything, any product, especially for firearms, you definitely want to take your time and kind of get used to it. Wear it around the house to just make sure that you're comfortable with it, right? Before you just go out and kind of realize, oh, I can't get it out because I can't get my hand right.
Yeah, and that's what you when you're at the range. That's a great point is you do want to go ahead and find out if it is problematic in any form or fashion, because you don't want to find out on the day you need it.
Right, exactly. So, yeah, definitely.
But that, with the design of it, we're hoping that we're expecting that that's what's going to happen. You have a product that you can use, have comfort from it with no impedance of the draw at all.
Right,
so that's what we want.
And you guys have them in various sizes. You've got a different color covers. I see the black. I've seen the gray.
Yep. So we have 3 men's size colors. Is going to be the gray, the black, and the blue.
Okay.
Aqua blue, I think it's called. And then for the women, the same thing. We have the gray, the black, and a mauve, which is a kind of a pink color.
All right, toss those.
There you go.
There we go.
So there's the other. And we do carry them in 3 positions. So we've got once again, the appendix, the 3 o'clock position, the 5 o'clock. And we have it for left-handed. So we have 3, 5, and so we have...
Lefties ought to love that, because they're never, in this industry, lefties never get shown any love. So that'll be great.
So we got left, we got male and female, and we have all the different sizes. So we're trying to cover everybody's base and get as many people wearing and aware of the product. It's obviously a product that we're happy with and we're proud of, and we think that for certain population, this is a great product.
Yeah, and it may not be for everybody,
correct.
Right? So like I said, for my body, I got a couple rolls here, so it kind of was different. For some people it just may not be comfortable,
right?
And so that's fine. It's not for everybody. Every product's not going to hit every personality type, but I think you have a good product. Seems to be very high quality. And I know we talked the other day about the newest innovation that you were thinking about, the fly, a little pinky hole there.
And that is exactly right. So that is some of the feedback we've gotten. Our initial launch, we did not have a fly, but we will have that on the next. We're working on having that for the next
iteration. Yes. Yeah, okay. For Gen 2.
That's
Gen
correct.
2 of our concealed carry padded underdraws.
And again, our whole concept has been extreme comfort, tactical excellence, and along that, simplicity. I want to make this as comfortable and usable friendly to everybody. So that's we're trying to hit everything.
Okay. And then tell the people how we can reach you. I know srctactical.com.
That's correct. So that is our website where you can buy the product. At the moment, we're only online and at specific gun shows.
Right.
We do have a web page. We have Facebook, Instagram, what else? YouTube. Yeah, we do have the YouTube channel.
And it's just SRC Tactical, just pretty much across the board.
Yes, sir.
All right, so that's it, you guys. Padded draws for your everyday carry. It's Frigerator checking in. Again, thanks again, Mr. Joe.
Thank you.
You have a great day.
Great talking to you.